Why, hello there. Good morning. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you everything I eat in a day as a vegan, but it was really early this morning actually, and I had a lot of stuff to do this morning. I needed to be productive. So I just decided to film a few clips of me doing things and then do a voiceover later because I couldn't be bothered to talk this early in the morning. As you could see, I was very tired and yawny, but I knew I needed to get up, so I got out of bed. And I also really had to pee, so I went to the bathroom. That's the first thing I did this morning. And then when I got back from the bathroom, I realized that I half did my laundry last night. I folded my clothes, but I didn't put them away. And I was telling myself that I needed to start being more of a responsible adult, so I decided to put them away so they weren't sitting on my floor. So I made my bed, and then I put all of my clothes in their respective spots all nice and tidy. And then I changed into my yoga outfit of the day and I headed downstairs to do my morning yoga. Well, actually, I had to poop, so I pooped and then I went downstairs. And I was also kind of thirsty, so I made myself or poured myself a giant glass of water and headed into the yoga room to do some yoga, plugged my laptop in, and then decided what yoga class I was going to do for the day. I think I did some like leg focused thing, and then I did a little bit of a wrist warm up and some light stretching before I actually got into the class. So I did the class. It was pretty good. It was about like 30-45 minutes long, and then afterwards I decided to practice some handstands, which I clearly still need to work on a lot, but it's a work in process. I'm trying to enjoy the journey. Afterwards I enjoyed a nice little shavasana, and then I needed to get my butt moving, so I finished my water and then I took off my clothes and rinsed off in the shower, combed out my hair with my fingers, sprayed on some facial toner, put on this day serum that I've recently been trying out and enjoying, brushed my teeth with my favorite toothpaste, got it all up in there, made sure my teeth were nice and clean. Then I left the bathroom, went to my bedroom, got the clothes I had already set out for myself, changed into the clothes, then head downstairs, put on the kettle, and got some hot water going for some beverages. And today I decided to go with my Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee. I've been on a coffee kick recently, and I love how this one is super easy to make, though I will say it's hard to get the packet out with one hand. That's basically the hardest part of it, though. Put that back with my mushroom stash, and I also like this coffee because it's instant, so it doesn't take long at all, especially on a busy morning like today. You just add it to a cup and then pour in your hot water, and voila, you're pretty much done. And now would be a great time to tell you that this video is sponsored by Four Sigmatic. I've worked with them in the past, but if you haven't heard of them, they are an awesome company that sells medicinal mushrooms, or mushrooms with different effects to them in different everyday products. So I really like their mushroom coffee. Like I just showed you guys, they have a ton of different varieties, and I also decided to try out their daily productivity kit, which is super cool. It comes with this mushroom matcha drink mix, which I also really love, as well as two of those coffee packs that I just used. And it comes with this fancy schmancy tote bag, and it's really cute. It has a mushroom on it. It even has a zipper on the inside liner. So I would totally recommend checking that kit out. But if you want to try Four Sigmatic and you're not into caffeine, I also like some of their other non-caffeinated beverages, like this chaga, which is good for everyday immunity, as well as this golden latte with shiitake and turmeric. I like to sip on that in the evenings when I just want to relax a little bit. So if you want to try out Four Sigmatic for yourself, I do have a discount code. You can go to foursigmatic.com/FromMyBowl, or just enter From My Bowl online at checkout for 15% off. Now back to my busy morning. I put on my shoes. Yes, I did not wear socks. Judge me. Then I turned on my car, drove to my acupuncture appointment, got out of my acupuncture appointment, drank some more of my mushroom coffee, then drove to the grocery store, went grocery shopping for all of the recipe stuff I needed for the week, left the grocery store, drove home, put my groceries away, decided that it would be a good time to take my vitamins and finish off my mushroom coffee. Then I headed upstairs to get some work done. And now I am back in my office upstairs doing some work. Today has been a busy day so far. Had to get a lot of stuff done, and now I am not in my kitchen filming today, so I'm just going to be on my computer doing more work. My days do vary a lot as a content creator. Sometimes I'm creating the actual content, and some days like today are back-end days where I'm just on my computer typing blog posts, answering emails, editing videos, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna drink some water, crank this stuff out, finish my water. Gotta fix my necklace here. And now I'm going to break my fast. I got an opal apple. These were on sale at Whole Foods this week. And usually I'm a Pink Lady or Honeycrisp or Granny Smith kind of girl, but I recently tried these and they are really good. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried one. And I also got more beverages because I'm just that kind of person. I have half of this pomegranate kombucha. I had the other half yesterday, so I'm gonna finish this up. And then I also have some celery juice, and I know it's trendy on Instagram and I know a lot of people are doing it. I think I actually shared on YouTube when I first did it. I did it for a month just because I wanted to try and see what it was like of that medical medium protocol type thing. I don't personally follow medical medium. I don't believe everything he says. But when I did do the celery juice a while ago, I noticed that my skin did clear up a lot. But recently I've been having some problems with breakouts. They're definitely hormonal related. It's like the week before I get my period, my skin will just sort of flare up and then it will get better once my period's over and then it'll happen again. So I'm just gonna try this again and see if it helps. I kind of do it on my own terms. I just drink a cup of it instead of 2 cups, and I don't drink it first thing in the morning when I wake up. I kind of just drink it whenever I want through the day when I remember. But yeah, I'm just gonna give this a shot and I'm gonna drink this stuff and eat my apple, and then I'm gonna have some proper food, which I will show you. All right, time for more food. Honestly, guys, a lot of you ask me if I meal prep, and I like making meal prep videos, and sometimes I meal prep, but for me, it usually just looks like cooking a big batch of quinoa or beans or something like that, and I don't really make meals just because I am a full-time recipe developer, so I make food for my blog constantly all the time, and I don't want to waste that or throw that out, so I usually end up eating that during the week. So that's what I have for lunch today. This lunch took like 5 minutes to put together. I guess it's my form of meal prep. Literally, I just chopped a head of broccoli and sauteed it or steamed it with some water in a nonstick pot. And then once it was tender, I had this leftover gluten-free pasta that I made. The recipe will be coming to my blog soon. And then I decided to top that with some vegan parm and some hemp seeds. Once the broccoli was cooked, I just tossed in the pasta, mixed it all together until it was warm, plopped it in a bowl, and topped it with some fresh basil, some chili flakes, some of the hemp seeds, and the parm. But I have the rest of my hemp seeds here. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like before I did this, because now it's just gonna look like a bunch of snow. Even though I work from home, it's, in my opinion, not productive to spend a lot of time on your lunch. At least it takes way too much time out of my day. So most of the times I eat really lazy lunches. It's honestly leftovers of whatever I'm eating that week, or some other things. I'll make like avocado toast because that's really quick and easy. Sometimes I'll just make a smoothie or like a giant salad, but it's always just reheating leftovers that I have in my fridge. I never really spend the time to make food because that just takes too long. And days when I'm not in the kitchen, I want to spend as little time in the kitchen as possible and just getting back to work. It definitely is challenging being your own business owner and finding the motivation to do all the stuff you have to do. And I think a lot of people don't think about it. Like, I don't just film YouTube videos of the food I eat. Like, I also have to edit the videos, upload the videos, plan future content, but then on top of that, like, I also have to do my taxes. I have to make sure I'm reporting my income. I have to like do the back end business stuff and like figure out things related to that I think a lot of people don't think of when you have a 9-to-5 job. And the other thing about a 9-to-5 job is you can leave it at 5 p.m. or whatever time of day you leave for the day. Whereas with this work, it's always kind of with you, so it can be hard to delegate but also stay motivated, especially if you get a little stir crazy by being at home all day. That's why I like to find ways to relax, and I'm trying to get better about forcing myself to not work in the evenings, because I've noticed that when I do set time aside and have a limited time frame in which I work, I am more productive in that time frame, and then I'm also more motivated the next day when I've actually taken sufficient time off of work. So like, I like to go to yoga classes. I'm actually going to one this evening, and in the evenings I like to try not to work, and I'll just like relax, watch YouTube or Netflix or talk to my boyfriend. And yeah, so that's kind of how I try to find my balance. I have always been a productive person, I'm not gonna lie. I've actually filmed another video on tips for productivity. I can link it here if you want, but I'm gonna eat this food before it gets cold and be productive and get back to work. Long time no talk. I went to yoga, and now I'm back and I'm gonna make my dinner. I actually did some meal prepping this week. I'll show you guys that in a second. But it needs a little bit of supplementation. And I have 2 random potatoes left on my counter that need to be used, a golden potato and a russet potato. So I'm gonna chop these up and air fry them. For the potatoes, I'm just going to add some chipotle powder, some smoked paprika, and some salt. So I'm gonna pop those in. They're probably gonna take like 20 minutes or so to get crispy. So I actually think I'm gonna go do a face mask while they're in here. And then when there's like 10 minutes left, I'll come back down and cook the rest of my dinner. And by cook, I mean reheat. If you are curious, this is the face mask that I'm doing. This is my all-time favorite face masks by Franklin Whitman. It's an all vegan and natural company. This one has cacao and turmeric in it, and it honestly smells like a brownie. So you just mix it up with water and then use a brush to apply it to your face. So for the rest of my dinner, I just have leftovers that I actually made for like friends come over for dinner. I had some leftover quinoa, some leftover beans, and some tahini sauce. The recipe for this is on my blog, so I'll link it in the video. And I'm just going to heat this up with some kale that I'm going to steam as well. Then I'm going to put the potatoes on top. So this is pretty much cooked down, and it sounds kind of weird, but I actually like the combination of hot sauce and mustard with the tahini dressing. So I'm going to stir in some Dijon mustard and hot sauce into here, and then I'm just going to put the tahini dressing on top. And the potatoes are looking pretty good. And here is the final bowl. I've just been chilling a bit. I ate my dinner, it was really good. And then for dessert, I had some dark chocolate, some of this like super dark chocolate from Taza. I really like that company. The chocolate's like a grit to it because it's stone ground, but personally, I like it a lot. And I like how it's not too sweet too because I like dark stuff. And then I also had a banana and some peanut butter. I just finished a jar because there wasn't much left. And then I just drank a bunch of water. And now I am going to do my dishes, which are right over there, and go to bed. So that's everything that I ate in a day. I hope you guys like this video. Thanks again to Four Sigmatic for sponsoring the video. I love all their mushroom products, especially the mushroom coffee, but they have a lot of good stuff. So don't forget to check out the link in the description below to get your discount. And I'll list my favorites down there too. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Did I already say that? I don't know. I'm tired and in a mini food coma. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.